Hello comic book fans and welcome to another Suddenly Comics video. Today I've been up into the attic. I've grabbed some comics out of one of the boxes in the attic. These are obviously comics I have not thought it's worth bagging and boarding up, so they're generally going to be low value. I have had a quick scan through these beforehand, and actually there's two or three that I think probably are worth bagging and boarding up. So let's go. So first off, we've got Submariner 26. Then we've got another Submariner. This one is number 58. I quite like this cover. This probably is worth a $10 or $20, something like that. Then we've got a little series of comics, Marvel Comics Presents, and it's combining Wolverine and the Ghost Rider, number 65, number 66, and number 67. Virtually all of these I will have paid cover price for and got them new. Here we got a Marvel Chillers number 3, starring Tigra. Then we have some 90s goodness, Kazar number 1. Okay, so actually this is Toxic Avenger. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of Toxic Avenger, but actually this comic has actually got some value. It's a sort of tongue-in-the-cheek comic. It has been going up recently, strangely. So this one is, I'm going to bag and board all three of these because I've got Toxic Avenger 1, Toxic Avenger 2, and Toxic Avenger 3. Okay. So all of those are actually worth a little bit. So I'm going to bag and board all three of those up. A bit more of 90s goodness here. Strife Strike File number 1. A couple of Star Wars comics. Star Wars, I wish they were. Star Wars worth a lot more than Star Trek. A couple of Star Trek comics. Star Trek Operation Assimilation number 1. And Star Trek Early Voyagers number 1. Then have Ravage 2099. The Shroud number 1. Silver Sable and the Wild Pack number 1. A nice silver cover there. Silver foil on the cover. This one's called Wild Thing number 1, and it's got both Venom and Carnage on the cover. Now usually if you get Venom, and this is from 1993, so this is relatively early Carnage and Venom, and usually when you get Carnage and Venom and it's an embossed cover, I think this is I think a bit undervalued, this comic, so I think this one might be worth looking out for. It hasn't hit anybody's radar yet. Nightcat premiere issue, never heard of again. Night Watch number 1, again, I've never heard of him again. Nocturne number 1, never heard of him again. She-Hulk, we've heard of her. I'd have bought this because it got Howard the Duck in it, and I'm a bit of a Howard the Duck collector. We've got a Marvel team-up, Human Torch and Thor. That has got a little bit of value. I might press that and bag and board it. Master of Kung Fu, The Hands of Shang-Chi, number 106. Suppose that might be worth something with the new movie coming up. Marvel Comic Presents 64. Oh, that's obviously part of the other Marvel Comic Presents I had. We've got a few Thors here. The Mighty Thor 186. The Mighty Thor 188. I probably will bag and board these Thors. Thor 206. And Thor 207. Actually, this one, again, as a spec play, the main adversary in this comic is Loki. So this is a Loki Thor battle. It's in Thor 207. This is a cheap comic. This one might be worth a bit of a spec play. Guy Gardner #1. I quite like this one. What if Wolverine was Lord of the Vampires? I am going to bag and board this. This has got some value to it. I'm talking $20–30, something like that. But it's quite a good one. It's got Punisher on the cover as well. This is Man-Thing 22. Man-Thing 15. I'm sorry, but I definitely prefer Swamp Thing to Man-Thing. I think Man-Thing is just a cheap copy. However, I've got some Man-Thing comics. Man-Thing 14. Man-Thing 13. And Man-Thing 1. This is Man-Thing Volume 2, so it's worth a few bob, but not much. Tomb of Dracula 25. All of these Tomb of Draculas have been going up, so I'm going to bag and board that. It's not in great condition. We've got an Incredible Hulk 380. Quite nice condition. I might bag and board that. Incredible Hulk 349. Quite a nice Spidey cover. An Incredible Hulk 348. I also found this in the attic. I've forgotten I'd got this, but this is really good. This is the book that's with artwork by Alex Ross in it, from which is really tremendous. So I'm going to keep this out and I'm going to reread this. Right, actually, the comic that most surprised me here, I had completely forgotten I'd got this. I can't even remember buying it. It's 300 by Frank Miller. This is a Dark Horse comic, and of course the film 300 was based on this comic. So actually, this is probably in pretty good nick as well. So I think this is probably worth about $50, something like that. So I'm going to bag and board this one up. And then finally, this comic, Weird War Tales by Vertigo, is only significant because it is signed here by Richard Corbin. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that quick run through some comics from my attic. Thanks for watching all. Bye.